Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome back to Total War Pharaoh Dynasties, playing our Babylon campaign. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope this is a great one for you. Well, in the last episode we regained the land loss over here in Nagash. We initiated a civil war. Well, I say initiated. We helped stir a civil war. It's going on. 15 turns left. And we have decided to split our armies and see if we can't divide and conquer a little bit. We have our main boyo over here in Shertukit and our secondary army, over here in Nudmat in order to try and capture the province that Sapar Armanum is in. Now we do have some little bit of raiding boyos that we may have to take care of. However, the kicker is we really need to work on our food in order to stimulate the bleeding that is our food consumption. So first and foremost, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like I mentioned, if you want to support the channel, make sure this video sees and goes everywhere in the YouTube algorithm. You can do so by giving the video a like, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment in the comments section down below. Now, speaking of food, I do want to see if there's someone who has availability of food that we aren't at war with. Looks like Ikurmu can. I think this is going to be doable. Short supply of bronze. Alright, these boyos are going to play a little bit of a tough ball game. Alright, this does pain me just a little bit because it's a lot of bronze. It reduces the number of turns we can sustain. And it's a ton of gold. It's almost half my gold. But I think in return, getting almost 24,000 food is going to really reduce the issues that I have of a sustainable army for the time being. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then I do wonder if I can't do a barter agreement. Now I know we are kind of in the midst of extending our barter agreement, so maybe that's something worth thinking about. I just don't know that that's worth it. I don't think it is. That's all right. All right, cool. Well, now we have enough for 10 turns, and that's assuming that we don't take, a food settlement like Susa over here, or Susa, and we'll definitely work on that. So Madaktu is part of the Northern Elam province, and in which case Susa would be where we'd want to go. And even then, it doesn't produce a ton of food. However, I think it's definitely something we need to pursue. So speaking of pursuing, we could go after Madaktu, which is what we probably should do. Honestly, they have 6 ranged units. Goodness gracious.
There can be no compromises.
We do have a ton of people that we can use, though. So I think we're going to go ahead and besiege it. Oh, it's giving us great odds. Mainly because we do have Akkadian warriors. Those guys are hard boyos, without a doubt. Now, I could play this without any issues here. I could auto-resolve, rather, but I think we're going to go ahead and play it just because I really want to have a good battle. Alright, it's dry with some rain in the forecast, and this is a minor settlement. So we only have 4 spaces that we can invade through, and that does make it a little bit harder than traditional, than we've seen in the past. So we're going to have to be a little more mindful of what we do. Now, that being said, there is a lot of stuff that we can do right off the bat. We can front load an area, for instance. We have quite a bit of space here to kind of launch an invasion. Being able to hide in the grass is a big important thing for me, and we definitely have the ability to do that with even some guys going right there. I don't know, can these guys hide in the grass? That's not grass. Can you hide in grass? No, you can't. Okay, that's great. And unfortunately, there's no real big trees around where we wouldn't be able to be hidden either way. Let's go ahead and drop these guys in here because they'd be able to go right there. And that's a big part of where I want to be. We can definitely, entice them with some people out in the open on this front as well. But again, we do have to spread our forces out in order to make this work very, very well. And so what we're going to do, we're going to drop our, what I'll call our basic boyos. Should I drop them over there? Unless there's grass over here. There's nothing over here. My word. Oh, there's stuff right here, but that's a long ways away. We have trained for this. I just have to figure out what the heck I'm doing this early in the morning. That's a really good spot for them to just pelt me. So we're going to go over here. We maybe go straight into the woods. Just to make it a little less conspicuous. And then I'll drop some gold slinger boys right here for visibility. And then I think we are going to make ourselves a little more known over here, which is a hill. I got to be aware of that, but we're on a hill with our general. Drop in with our archers. All right, cool. Now we also have these guys, and we have our horsemen to think about. Now our horsemen aren't able to be visible, or invisible rather, because again, there's no trees anywhere. But I do think if we can convince the enemy to be like, oh, we're not gonna do anything over here. Actually, we do have stuff here. Here we go. So we're gonna do that. That way, once we have drawn everyone, which there's 13 units if I remember correctly, which means if we can count 13 and no one's on this back way, we'll go out the back door. And we're gonna go ahead and start the battle. Let's go ahead and push people into here.
We march. We'll riddle them with arrows.
Pushing people in.
Step by step.
Perfect. I actually think this is a really good spot for us. We got a general there. Let's go ahead and be on top of this hill.
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Oh wow, they're coming at me. They just decided to run towards me, didn't they? Son of a biscuit. This way. Come back here. If you guys could turn around. Or are you not turning around because of what's there? I think that's what it is. Get them on. Get them on. We need to turn skirmish mode off. I think that's part of the issue. There we go. Man, I'm just slacking. I am completely failing this early in the morning. We need to be bringing everyone in and doing all the things because otherwise I'm wrecked. However, I know because I'm epically failing. Go ahead and push back. Push up. Go after him. Did we really just lose like half of our troops? I think we did. There we go. What about these guys? These guys were like supposed to just like epically lose, and I don't know why they're not. Because I'm failing as a general. Sweet, that's good there. Go ahead and just come back all the way over to here at this point. There we go. Oh, just decimate them. Yes, brilliant. Okay, cool. Come over here. I know. I know. Slingers aren't doing too hot. Pushing on that front. Take out those guys. Come in over here. Both of you. Through. Let's actually form up a pretty cohesive line right here. Those slingers will just decimate us. They just will. There's no two ways about it. Let's get our guys in right here. Go ahead and pursue those chariots. You done messed up, Aaron. There we go.
By the gods, your warriors are rallying.
Oh, there we are. Look at that. That was a fantastic drive. They are routed. These guys are routed. Push. Let's go with a direct shot here. Okay. And then you guys can push in. Go in there. This whole flank is routed. There you go, up front there. Let's go ahead and take this spot. It's sloppy, but it's working. Where? Oh, it's because of those range boyos. That's fine. We've got guys coming. This is it. They're failing. They're wavering. We have it. We have it. We have it. Very good. Whew. Goodness gracious. Alright, pretty simple battle. We did lose more than I wanted to, but that's okay. We are, of course, going to occupy.
This city is ours now.
We discovered Ishtar as a new god. Happiness, construction costs, morale and fatigue build up, chance of having a child. We're not going to worship them, no. We don't even have the space for another deity right now. We would have to unlock it, and we're not going to unlock it. So we are going to chill with the gods that we chose.
They call me King of Babylon, and that is.
And now we have Madaktu. And this is a wood settlement, so we get even more wood now, which it's not something we needed, but that's okay. And I do think in order to offset the amount that we're losing here per turn, we definitely need to work on our shrine, so we're going to work on that there. And then we do have our general over here. Hello, Bavalu.
To the whole world.
To the whole world. I mean, I do wish you had more taglines, but I understand. Let's go ahead. I do wonder if it isn't smart. Oh, we're gonna switch things up. So I need food. This entire province is nothing but food, right? So it would make sense. We don't really need stone. We need bronze. Of course we need bronze. But I do think it makes a little more sense to come in over here. Sacred land occupied, of course. Deity has been discovered. And then we're going to go after these guys. Now, I don't think these guys are a threat. They are a threat, actually. But I think we will be okay. They own 16 regions. So they are one of the bigger people in the area. But that's okay. I think we'll be okay. I don't think it's a big concern at all. Now, our biggest issue here is that our expenditure for units in bronze. So we have to be thinking of that. And how we expand.
It's me.
Elamite invaders, we should probably work on them. My biggest thing right now is that we need to worry about administrative burden. Because we do have another army over here.
The burden of my duty for a long time.
And I'm wondering if we don't just get some low tier boyos.
Die later.
I mean, these guys only cost food. I think we could do that. And then
Who here has military training?
do that, and that would help us a lot.
Training will come
There we go.
later.
That'll be good, and I think we'd be able to work on that there, and then go to war with these guys and come across pretty well. In fact,
Calm and steady.
what kind of recruitment do we have here? We've got a lot of recruitment. Let's go ahead and move him. We're gonna pray.
I should say a few words too.
Then go upkeep. And then go all the way over here. There we go.
Take them,
There we go.
feed them,
I think that'll work.
train them.
That'll look good. Feel good. And then we can move right along. Lots of events happening. Lots of stuff going on around the world. And I think we'll be all right for it. All right. So our royal decree is passed, which gives us a maximum duration for barter agreements. Our military law has been passed. So if we were to go up into the Hammurabi, our armor and melee damage for swordsmen, that's right, is well and good and ready to go. Now our civic, we can do a whole bunch here, including potential upkeep. So we're going to roll with the civic. We're going to go with upkeep. Oh, it's just a single type. Faction wide though, which is really, really good. We do have a lot of slingers. I don't think we have a ton of two-handed spearmen. We don't have a lot of one-handed clubsmen. Swordsman, yes. Let's take a look.
I am thinking.
Two-handed spears. These are axe and shield infantry, and these are Kopesh and shield infantry. But we do have a lot of slingers. So let's go back into our lawmakers. And let's see what we couldn't get for our slingers. Unfortunately, -6 I just don't think would be worth it. -8 would be, but we need to increase the category rank. And we're at 11 right now. We'll hold off. We don't have a lot of slots, so I do need to be careful of how much I do. All right, what do we got there? We got our prayers going on. Did the Elamite guys run away? I do think they did. And then,
belongs to us.
oh, they are all the way on the coast. Interesting. And now they're actually rank 2, which means they've taken down someone or someone has fallen. Let's actually go back to diplomacy.
I don't trust a word out of your mouth.
They only have one enemy, the Dinyan. Trade partners with Hanigalbut, Nikurma, non-aggression pact with the Hex. Interesting. I'm intrigued. And I'm wondering if I can't get some supplies out of them. Let's go with single barter. 2,000 bronze isn't anything for them. 1,500 wood would get us what we need. 3,200 bronze for 1,500. Knowing how little we use our wood, let's see what we can't squeeze out of them. 4,500 bronze, absolutely. That works for me. Sweet. Okay, we're not ready to take these guys on. We're not at all. So we're not going to. And we are going to move back over here and do what I was going to do at first. Cool. So that's going to be the plan there. We got guys recruiting there. This dude thinks he can take us on again, but he can't. So we're good. And then we've got our guy chilling here. We do have royal decrees we need to work on. Legitimacy from deity. Absolutely. We need to work on legitimacy. It's only at -6 per turn now, which is good, but we need it to be even higher. We have any court actions available? We have one. Just not much that we can do with it. We could go over to here. I'm going to try and discredit him and steal some legitimacy. And Adad Shimaru Sur. I love that name. What do we want from him? I think we just want to continue working on a food reduction, and I think that would be good. Alright, these guys want a peace agreement. They're going to give me 1,300 stone. Nope, I just can't. Nope. It's not going to happen. We're in the war for the crown. I'm going to take you out. It's just going to happen. I'm sorry. This is true. We can worry about that dude if we want. We're not going to worry about him. And in fact, we are going to... What will this get us? Upkeep -15. There we go. We're going to get movement. And then we're going to go here. No, we're not. We're going to go all the way over here. We're going to scare the tar out of him. We would be able to get him next turn, though. We're definitely going to try and do that. Over here, though, at Rapiku, they are clearly not happy whatsoever. And we're going to make them a little bit less happy. We're going to definitely declare war. And we are going to try and break down some of their walls. 5 turns until starvation. I think we can definitely handle that because, once again, ranged is the name of the game now that I think just everyone is doing. So we're definitely going to just chill here. We're not going to fight it. That wouldn't be a good idea. We're going to continue to siege, see if they even have anything to fight against us with. It doesn't look like they do. And then we're going to deal with that. Now over here, Madaktu, we are at +12. Our military presence is plus 20 though, so it's not like it's really helping us. If we went after Susa though, we could definitely do that a little more effectively. But I think we kind of need to chill out here just for another turn. Let the last final little bits grow up, and then we can figure out that from there. Unfortunately, we are dealing with some raiding in this area. It's again just this little annoying dude, and we'll be okay. I'm not worried about it. It's just like the dude's there. He's just being a pain in the butt. And then once again, we could discredit. Can we discredit the king of Assur? Nope. What about the king of Elam? I think we could do it. I think we could do it. We're rolling right along, actually. So hopefully we'll be able to start getting some more action as we start winding down from this power of the crown. And this is what I was hoping would actually happen. A little bit of an open field, I think, would be good for us. They do have a lot of decent units, I'm not going to lie. The Akkadian Axemen and stuff. However, the kicker is that we simply have experience on our hands, and I think that's going to make the difference. Now, they do have 3 Akkadian horsemen, which is more than we've ever faced in our entire lives. So we'll be a little bit iffy there. And then Akkadian clubmen and those militia spearmen. We're definitely going to have a good fight on our hands. So we've got to be able to do good, have some good battle speed. Let's see, speed of 43, speed of 37. So we're actually faster than their counterparts over here. So maybe we could use our swordsmen to go after all the ranged units. We'll just have to see. But with only 3 ranged, I guess technically 4 ranged of our own, should be an interesting battle. All right, we are straight into a storm. So that's actually a little more beneficial for us because storms mean a reduction in accuracy, a reduction in range, morale, and reload time. And it's only going to get worse. Actually, it turns into just a regular storm. So that's not to our detriment because we are the ones with less ranged units. So I'm actually pretty thankful for it. So what we need to do now, we need to figure out a good location. Unfortunately, they're not coming from here. So this location looking that way, I'm going to call it map south, isn't ideal. I guess that'd technically be map east, west. My directions are all screwy today. So we could post up on this big hill, give us a small area of flanking space that we wouldn't have to worry about, and they would have to climb up a hill. And to be honest, that seems like one of the better places to do it. Would give us a lot of chance for maneuvering, figuring stuff out. This honestly isn't a bad hill either, where we could hide some troops, do a little sneaky sneakaroo. Speaking of sneaky sneakaroos, I do think we're going to end up squeezing our guys here. There we go. So that way they won't be able to see on that front. I think we do want to hide as many of our troops as we can. Actually, we're just going to risk the ranged units today. I really need them out front doing the Lord's work. There we go. And in fact, if we could squeeze some of our Salulu warriors, I really want them to be in the main part of the battle, and then hope that these guys are the men and women, that can really hold the line and or take the brunt of the range damage, which is what these guys are going to do. And then we can group these guys right here. I don't want skirmish mode. Let's change that real quick. All right, skirmish mode has been toggled off by default. And we're just going to bring these guys all up right there, stack them on top of each other so we can potentially do some great work. This is a pretty crucial battle for us, actually, so we really need them to do the right things at the right times. I'm sure you have. I am sure you have. Let's go bring these guys here. Now remember, they initiated the battle, so we technically can just chill, and we can do the maneuvering around that we want. The thunderstorm also causes a morale reduction and then increased fatigue buildup from actions. So if we can sit here and chill out, then I think we'll be in a good spot. All right, well, the enemies come down over here on the flank. And they're actually pushing hard on this flank as well. So not ideal, not what I wanted at all, but one that we'll have to just figure out anyways and be okay with. Now, this line over here, oh no. Go after them, they're just Akkadian farmers. And then we're going to have to hit and run. Because I don't want those archers hitting me. Alright, we are going to spread out here now. Did I actually disengage well? I didn't. And they're already routing? Are you serious? Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, we're actually set up pretty daggum well, I think. We do have archers in the back. Are these the Akkadian farmers? They are the Akkadian farmers. We're going to wait for them to boot, scoot, boogie. And again, we do have these guys that we can push into those front lines. Our Akkadian farmers are, again, good fodder troops. And that's kind of what we'll probably end up using them for. Mud here is going to cause some big issues. There we go. Please charge. Why are you guys doing what you're doing? Yeah, dingleberries. Go after them there. They're trying to flank me, so this is where I'm going to bring my swordsman out. Come on, get out of there. You know that's not where you belong. There you go. Alright, sweet. Those archers are pretty much dead and gone. Boom. Let's go ahead and push our men into that section there. Horsemen are routing, but they're not routed. There's a big difference. And then we can push our men into this front. Sweet. They're routing. Let's go after the ranged guys. Just kidding. We're going after these guys. Come on. Come on. Come on back to the real world. Go after those guys here. Okay, we're doing alright. Push, please. Ah, dadgummit. Post up. Post up. There we go. Alright. Horsemen. Just push. Push into them. Do what you need to do to get them out of here. So we can't be hit anymore. Let's go ahead and push out. Alright, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We just need to make sure we need to focus on one or the other. We can't go out and do both. There we go. There we go. Hit them in the back. Give them the support that they need, lads. Let's go. Those Akkadian warriors there. They're still holding on. They're holding on great as well. I need these guys to actually rout. Okay, we're just going to risk it. Where are they wavering? Yeah, they're getting pummeled. Those Akkadian axemen aren't doing well against the clubmen. That's kind of a bad matchup, but it's just kind of where we're at the moment. I need you to take out these archers so I can use my people elsewhere. Those Akkadian axemen still causing problems. Okay, our whole front line is kind of melting a little bit. Not anticipated. Okay, you guys got to come and help. This is a bit of a tougher battle than I was thinking it would be. Come on. I just need you guys to hold on. I just need you guys to hold on. Sweet. Punch him in the back. Punch him hard. Okay, cool. You guys stop attacking those guys. Focus on those Akkadian farmers. And I need you guys to punch them in the back.
Take their heads.
Get the king in here. Or general. He's not a king. Alright. It's a bit of a cluster, isn't it? Sure is. Let's get 6 back out. Let's go after those Akkadian axemen, since that's a target that we can hit. There we go. Wreck 'em, boys. Actually, let's go here. Let's get our cav formation. Unfortunately, I would just, like, kill my own troops here. So we're trying to get them out of the area. Come on, rout, you suckers. Your morale's at 0. Now it's at -3. Just rout for me. Sweet, they actually did rout. Brilliant. Push hard. They are whipping up a storm. Go to here, and then we're going to do direct shot. Are those arching shot? I don't want arching shot. I want direct shot. I want direct shot here too. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, everyone's routing, which means we get to have a field day. So we're definitely going to go do that. We're going to work our way through as many people as we can, taking out everyone that we can, and we'll see you at the end of the battle. Not too shabby of a battle whatsoever. We're going to go ahead and go with replenishment. We're going to replenish as many boils as we can. And then in the next turn, we should be able to just simply take the settlement using an auto battler, and we'll be able to have that. Alright, we have an ambition we need to choose. Maintain a total of 6 chariots. We can't do that. That's too much. Conquer the sacred Mesopotamian land, or construct a food resource building. We're going to roll with that. That's going to be our most attainable and the one that I want to focus on the most. We can hit our boyo here. Very simple battle. That allows me to push him into this rank as well. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. We probably could just simply go over to Iraq and be good. Moving to here. What are these? Alamu nomads. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're just going to auto-resolve this. I'm okay with that, because we'll probably recover most, if not all of that, simply by doing that right there. So we're going to work on upkeep. That's the biggest factor we're trying to work on at the moment. And then, of course, we captured Rapiku. That's a big garrison, actually. I like it. And then all we would need left is Edu in order for our people to be well and good there. All right, cool. Well, we need to get rid of these guys, which we'll do in the next turn. That shouldn't be an issue. We're moving right along, doing great and wonderful and glorious things. Unfortunately, Susa would be a very hefty battle for us. I don't even know what they have here, but they do have people there. So, Madaktu. Let's see. We'll do a Warrior's Refuge there as well. Military presence is still really not doing great overall. I think we need to just get our influence up. And I mean, it's going up by 14 per turn. So I think once we get that direction, we'll be in a pretty good shape. Idle workforce, yeah, there's not much that we can do here. So we're kind of just chilling where we're chilling. Workforce growth, upkeep -10. We're actually going to destroy that and go for a happiness buff, and I think that would be beneficial there. We did get Nippur a little bit wrecked, so we're going to take that guy on. We do have our court actions. I love just doing all sorts of stuff here. It's so much fun. We're going to gossip for a little bit, and then that's going to allow us to get some more... Ooh, we could go right into royal incentive or discuss law. There we go. Brilliant. I love it. We have an Aegean civil war, and we have an Egyptian civil war. So lots of civil wars going on. Where are we at? We're technically in a crisis. So that's causing some issues. I think overall tensions are a wee bit high, which is understandable.
Sounds important.
All right, we're gonna chill out here, recoup a little bit. We did have some warriors coming up here.
I shall bring a new
The whole world, just the world,
Our resolve is
There we go.
unyielding.
Pretty simple action there.
I am destined.
It's a lot of administration costs. I really wish we could get that down, but I just don't think that's going to end up happening. But that's okay. No worries there. We're moving right along over on that front. There's no reason to push into here yet. Although eventually we will have to go to war with them because we need the food from that settlement. All well and good there. We took out a place here so we could get some happiness in. Yeah, we're definitely going to go with our Dice Tavern. That's always a solid one for us. It always works well. And then I think our outposts are filled. Almost. One more turn. Susa is definitely achievable.
Just go.
The kicker is that like both of these guys can attack me. And so I think I need to be a bit careful on where I go and how I approach this. Susa settlement, or things. That's the siege holdout time. It also adds a garrison settlement.
Not surprising.
So if we were to go that, I would go take out those guys. What's the garrison look like for Susa? Oh, they have lots of outpost reinforcements. Oh, yep, they got that there too. So they actually would have 23 coming into the battle, not including anyone else. So upwards of 38. That's a lot. So I think that's what we probably could do once we start tipping the balance a little more. Because again, we're in that in-between stage, which is totally fine. We can build a grand palace in Nippur. Very cool. That limits everything else, but that's okay. We have our one court action. Am I really just not able to depose anyone? Is that really what's going on right now? Rude. We're still going to try it. We're going to try and depose the King of Elam just for the heck of it. That's literally the only reason we're doing this. And then, yeah, we can't... oh, we could build stuff, actually. Oh, nice. That actually does help a lot. But let's take a look at the building browser to see what else we could do. So we could go down, get some food increase with our granary. We don't really need any more training schools. I would say this is probably the House of Astrologies would be a good one because it gives us some influence. The obelisk is actually obviously a really good one. The Monument of Greatness is probably one of the best ones, but unfortunately it's a bit unobtainable for us. Royal Scribing Archives would also be great because it gives us legitimacy. I'm all about pushing legitimacy in this because I think that's what we need to do. Now, that being said, there are still some food production minded things that we could do. We could get a fish market, or we could get a silt farm, which is probably what we'll do. And then we could get a dwelling or a temple if we wanted to. Now, this gives us 2 legitimacy, just doing a dwelling, but we could increase the favor of Inshushnak the second. So we'll have to see where we go on that front. We're slowly but surely getting our military presence built up. Our influence is already at 100% for the Akkadian influence, so we're already there, which is good to know. We just kind of have to mind our time, basically, is all that's going on there. And unfortunately, we do need all of the resources that they're giving to us. So not much else we can do right there. I think we can give her one last turn and see where we are in order to wrap up this episode. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. All right, we do have some family things. We just haven't really done anything with families, and that does kind of suck. But it's just not happened. It just hasn't. However, we do have a daughter who is ready for marriage. She's actually been ready for marriage. Oh, nice. We could force the relatives to marry. Ha ha ha. That's brilliant, actually. And then, you know what? Honestly, we're going to keep things... we haven't really been able to bring anyone into the spotlight in terms of arranging a marriage with other families. Now, to be quite frank, there's no one that we're in such a really good position with.
How long will the world last? I will defend
Everyone
my
that we
home.
would be in a position with
Raid Lord of Canaan.
are all just
I seek what cannot be found.
Bright
dingleberries.
ideas for dull problems.
And it's not something that we could even worry about. Minus 12. We could make that happen. They are way up north, so I don't think it'd really make that much of a difference. A single barter. What are they wanting? They need bronze. I think we can give them some bronze. Oh, wow. They really just think that they're... Okay, no, you're not... You can't make this work. Okay, fine. Be that way, you poo-poo heads. I don't like you anyways. That's fine. We can figure stuff out. Like I said, in a different campaign, I think it makes a lot more sense to utilize these guys a little bit better in terms of leveraging marriages and things of that nature. Right now, just doesn't really seem like a priority to them. So we aren't going to worry about it either. We are going to move down the river. Choo-choo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What you doing there, bucko? You're just raiding? You're just chilling there to raid? Okay, that's cool. But I do think we're going to end up going up and across into here to go work on those outposts. Because if we can take out the outposts in Susa, that would really, really help. So we're going to definitely do that. Our court action once again. Oh, nice. Our plot to blackmail has worked, which means we can definitely... How do I use this? Court action, target king of Hanigalbut. Let's do it. A 57% chance to assassinate him. Nice. And then I think it makes the most sense to do something that would increase happiness, which is going to be those public gardens. Because we really have to get Rapiku. They're having a hard time right now. A very, very hard time. So we definitely need to do whatever we can to make sure that the happiness goes up, up, up instead of down, down, down. And we'll be good on that front. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are reaching the end of today's episode. We have the most legitimacy by far, although Ugarit is not far behind. And actually, they are like probably a little more legitimate in terms of what they have versus what we have. However, the sea peoples, I think that's who these people are. They are invading his lands. So we definitely want to get them figured out so we can figure out what not to do. We're going to go ahead and negotiate with them, though. A single barter. I think I could squeeze some gold and some bronze out of them. Oh, yeah, look at that. Brilliant. So for a mere 1,500 wood, I can get 3,500 bronze and a heck ton of gold. Nice. I love warriors. I love sea peoples. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We have 10 turns left in the crown. I think we'll be able to get it. We definitely have an abundance of resources. We do need to work on food, but we'll get there. Anyways, if you want to support the channel and this video as well, you can do so by giving the video a like, subscribing to the channel, and of course, leaving comments in the comment section down below. That way, the YouTube algorithm can push it out as necessary. We're nearing the end of the campaign. I do want to crank through and get this done. Thank you so much for watching. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in the next one.